I'm gonna tell you about going against the grain and trusting in God. So me and my wife, when I quit my job and we were going into entrepreneurship, we sold our house, and everything, and we were getting ready for this, this build, right? You know what I mean? Like, we know it's going to be a ride. We started tithing in church more at that time than ever before. I mean, my wife was sometimes given 100 grand a month. She was just, I was crazy, man. It was scary. She was like, Andy, we got to give. Now's the time, man. We need to make sure that, our treasure, our heart, like, it's where we put our money. And dude, I remember we got addicted to just giving and giving and giving and giving. And so one of the churches that I'm with is Life Church, Pastor Craig Rochelle in Oklahoma, huge church, massive. They called us. They're like, dude, you guys have given more than anybody, like not all the world, but like out of most of the people. Like, we want you to know what we're doing with this money. We're like, we gave that much money? Like, what do you mean? Like, we were just giving and giving. Now, I want to explain this because this isn't about me giving money. This is about when you trust God with your life and your money, you have no idea what's possible. And my wife, it was so scary trusting something that we can't see, but we can feel, but we can't see, because we all just got to see it, right? Well, I think doing that, and I'm going to say, like, that really increased our faith, because when you give, you know what I mean? Like, it changes everything. When you tithe what everybody else is, that's fine. This is a tithing lesson. I felt that every time we gave, God gave me a new vision, gave me a new look. It was almost like I was obeying him for the first time in my life, and I'd never obeyed. I've always been like the wild child. I'm the prodigal son. That's like the son of a bitch that's living in the pig pen, run back up. And he's like, come on, let me put my robe back on you again. You're back. And then everybody else got to be pissed off. Like, that son of a bitch is, keep screwing up. And then I would go screw off again. But this time I was actually listening to him. And then I remember, dude, that there was this, and I said this, there was this sermon that he was talking about, like, in 1 Peter 5:7, it says, cast all your anxieties on God because he cares for you. And it says, like a fishing pole, like when you cast it out, like, your job isn't to reel it back in. Like, so you got problems, like, you need to cast them on God, get rid of them, and then that's it. But most people just reel them back in. They say, God, please take care of this. And then they still walk around with that burden. So I started to learn that all these anxieties about us making it and about us really, like, creating our company, like, I quit worrying about them. I just kept focusing on getting better, on recreating myself, on changing, on becoming a new person, on looking in the mirror and believing different, on being better to people, on being good to my clients, on shooting different content, on deciding I was going to be different. Like, I was doing all these things. And it said, like the garbage man, you'll give him the trash, right? Like, you'll put the trash in the trash can, you pull it down to the curb. But then when you come back home at the end of the day, you pull the can back up, right? Do you look in the can and see if he took the trash, or do you just know he did? Like, you just fucking know, right? Like, you don't go like, did that son of a bitch take the fucking trash today? No, you just know. And I remember my preacher, he's like, dude, you trust the trash man more than you trust God. He's like, because you just don't think he's really going to take it. And that, you don't check the trash man's trash. You give it to him and you don't check, but you check. He just brainwashed me to say, dude, just give it. So I believed in this saying, this 1 Peter 5:7, that was cast all your anxieties on God because he cares for you. And it says the devil's like a roaring lion trying to devour you, right? So I can picture like this lion trying to fucking tear me apart. And I'm like, dude, not today, like, not a chance. So me and my wife are pouring in and tithing. I'm training like a son of a bitch. We're sleeping on mattresses. We sold our house. We're in a rent house. Our family's closer than ever. I'm working out twice a day. I'm eating clean food. My wife's making all the food at home. We can't afford to go out. She won't even let me buy a coffee for $1 going out, but she'll give all the money to church. We're doing everything backwards. We're not buying anything for ourselves. And then all of a sudden, the birth of the Elliott group happened. It's just crazy. Everything changed. Everything started to go so fast. Everything was so clear. Everything was so simple. All the entrepreneurs that were great people that I looked up to, all pretty quickly all became my friends. Everybody started saying, hey, I see your message. I love your message. I love what you believe in. Why don't you come out and see me? And I'm like, how do you get invited to that? How do you go out? And I'm having dinner with these guys. I'm hanging out. We're traveling. They're teaching with me. They're letting me, they're mentoring me. They're looking into my business, telling me what I can do. Like, dude, like they're doing all of these things. And I'm like, man, like, and I remember asking my wife, I'm like, why us? And my wife's like, why not us? Like, why not us? Like Andy, we've been through all the shit and did it all wrong. Why not us? We're the most qualified to build something great because we fucked it all up. If you've ruined everything, all you know now how to do is do it right because you've done it all wrong. We're not going to go do it wrong again. We know now the blueprint because we've done it wrong. And my wife's intuition is amazing, and I took her with me. And it all started with quitting my job and then taking her to the gym with me, making a fucking decision. See, I made a lot of false promises to my wife for a long time. Babe, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. That was my deal. And then 2 months later, I was back. I've never went back on my word now with anything that I said. So one of our core values is do what you say you're going to do and keep your fucking word. And that's why if you lie to me, like I'll never talk to you again. Like, I don't care. Like, tell me the truth. Tell me the ugly truth. Tell me you fucking did something really bad. I'm cool with it. And I won't be mad at you. I'll understand it and we'll figure it out. But don't you dare lie to me. And so since I've lived by this like new code, it's like people that go to prison, like they come out and like some of them like see life different now. And like they're capable of building a whole new life because they have a different view or perspective of like how lucky they are to get another shot. Like, I believe that my wife woke me up that day, pissed me the fuck off. And dude, honestly, man, I think I can do anything now. My wife has to calm me fucking down. She's like, dude, chill out. I need to ground you. I need to ground you back into who you are because I want to run so hard. I want to run so high. I know there's so many lost motherfuckers that I just want to keep getting this message. And that's why I love what you guys are doing. That's why I said like, hey, let's do this because you guys, the future of the world is the youth. It's the truth, man. This isn't about money. This isn't about anything. This is about getting motherfuckers instead of going left and getting on the 4-lane highway and being average like everybody else. It's about them grabbing their fucking sack, being a good man or being a good leader and taking care of their family and doing the hard shit and spending money on themselves so they can invest in them becoming great, putting themselves first, and then so they can be of value to the world, their business, or other people. And dude, listen, I'm going to be straight up. And people my age, they're fucking pussies. I got to beat the shit out of them. Now, a lot of them are converting and they're changing. A lot of younger guys are coming around, but we need more people. I mean, if there's 9 billion people, my message isn't enough. Your message isn't enough. We need more motherfuckers, which means you guys need to fucking get these people really serious about change, which is what you're doing, which is why you're traveling, which is why you're spending your time, your energy, and your capital to do this. And then you're expecting them to go fucking do something with all this shit. And dude, like the fact that people can listen to these conversations and these messages and how people built shit and all the mistakes they made and how they almost lost their families and how they were broke and what turning points they had. It's like, dude, like this is priceless. The question is, are you paying attention? Are you really listening? Do you feel it in your heart? Like, and if you do, like, dude, like nobody can fucking stop you, you know?